Hey guys, Magic here, and today's card is Queen of My World. Alright, so she definitely stands out. She looks fierce, and she's ready for war. She's also elegant and beautiful. So she's ready to defend herself, but she's also might have a sensitive and sweet side. Obviously, she can withstand the cold, which means that she's probably resilient and able to survive anything. Definitely gives the feeling of being in charge. What about you guys? What does this picture bring up for you? So the phase is full. The stage is bargaining. I set limits to my world. Inside I am queen, and outside is lost. The visual scene says, onto a snowy background, white columns rise through the forest. A pale woman dressed in scarlet bright red with a crown of thorns and a white luminous lance strides forward, her posture confident and her feet bare. She's a mercy. The sentence says, I am my world, and my world is me. I am royalty. That kind of makes me think of like the oneness of the universe, how everything is connected and we're all one entity, and so to speak. It's kind of like every people who believe that we all come from like a source or some type of consciousness. We're all just energy and consciousness, and when we pass on, we go back into the great consciousness, and then the universe realizes itself again, and we are reborn. Kind of like that. I don't really know if I believe in that. I do believe, though, that everything is connected through some type of energy. Like, I feel like there's energy that connects us all living things, and the earth, and everything is connected in some way in my belief system. I don't know if I believe in this. We are just part of the universe realizing itself. I don't know if I believe what I really believe happens after we perish, but I do know that we're all connected. And that's what that thinks to me, is that in a way we're all connected. I used to have a friend who believed that our reality was all made up in our minds. Basically, if we knew somebody or we saw something, it was because we perceived it, we imagined it into existence. Which, could be bad for some of the things that happen in this life. Because things outside of that we're unaware of just don't exist in our reality. That's why it's so hard for us to believe that certain things happen to other people, or to believe these situations exist, or why it's so hard for us to accept it, because it hasn't happened in our reality, therefore it cannot possibly be real to us. And he said that's why, like, if he decided that he didn't want someone to exist in his reality anymore, he would just forget them, erase them from his reality, and then they ceased to exist, at least to him. Now, he couldn't control if the other people in his reality remembered them, but he could control whether or not he did. So there's that, I guess. So in a way, we create our own world. In a way, we create our own reality and our own truth. But also, everything in this universe is connected in some way or another, and it all kind of flows together into the grand scheme of things. And when we can't see these intricate workings, and humans do have free will and the ability to alter their path, and therefore make new connections and new strings, it's still all connected within the grand scheme of the universe. What does that bring up for you? What ideas come to your mind? Alright, the Going Dark says, there is a space out and a space in. There is my realm and what is mine, and there are other places. I will not care if my world is made of thorn and ice, and if it's carved by my blood. My world is my world. I rule. I decide its borders, and I am the law. I am princess. I am the blood in the veins of its heart. I am the warrior and the bride. I am alone, and I am the first among many. Be fearful of my world, because it's paved in my hopes and dreams, and you have no power there. I am greater than the stars and more beautiful than the moon. Okay, so what that brings up for me is that it's taking back control of your life, taking back the power. A lot of time we give power to other people, to other sources. We feel like we're powerless in our own lives, like we're not even the main character of our own story. because we often feel like other people have this power over us, and we tend to let them have this power over us. But we do feel like they have this power over us, and we give them that power. We let them have that power by caring about so much about what other people think, who obviously don't care about us, and or letting people that we love hold us back because they're afraid, and because of their fear, we let their fear control us. So oftentimes we need to accept that while they may be coming from a place of love in their mind by trying to protect us from their fears, sometimes we have to step into it anyway. Sometimes we have to pursue that thing that they think is too big or too scary or that we're not capable of, because yes, they love us, but sometimes that comes out of fear, and we won't know until we try. Now, if so, the way to determine if they're from love or if it's from fear is are they an expert in that field? Like, if somebody's telling you that you can't do something, have they ever tried to do the thing? Or are they just speaking out of like, well, I don't think it's possible, I don't want you to be disappointed? Because if that's the case, then they're just afraid. If they have done the thing, or they're an expert in that field because they have multiple experiences with that thing, then it's probably love-based. Now, somebody can have tried something once and failed and decided that everyone else is probably going to fail at it too, and that's also fear. So you just kind of got to figure out if they're an expert in that field, if they actually know what they're talking about. If they don't know what they're talking about, they're just afraid. So there's that. But also, sometimes we got to take that risk anyway, and sometimes we got to quit caring so much what other people think and just do what makes us happy and do what makes us feel right. What about you? In what ways are you letting others control your life, and how can you take back your power and follow your heart, follow your dreams, and make them a reality? All right, guys, love you for this one. Help spread the love, because love always